Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I am here today with Pam Vera, Miracle Mindset Mentor with the Love Your Vibe Transformation. We want to share with you some of the benefits that we've experienced as mentors with the Love Your Vibe Transformation and wonder what's in it for you too. Pam, tell us what you're excited about tonight.
Oh, I tell you, I have been so excited by this program since I first started it. And I got so excited about it because going through the process, I thought with all of the transformation work that I've done, I might not get much out of it, but I actually did. And it was really helpful and really important to myself.
How so?
The other thing was watching the people over the 6 months go from, well, crap magnets to miracle magnets. It was really phenomenal. And as you know, I do a lot of transformational work and with my nonviolent communication training, but this touched levers that the other one didn't. And I'm really happy to be able to share it with people. And I hope that a lot of my friends come and take advantage of this. So,
well, let's start with what you got out of it personally. Would you mind sharing us your personal tale?
there were two things that I had hidden from, basically. And in brief, they were the time that I spent almost a whole school year going to school in Ireland. And it was required that every Friday we sit in the study hall and write letters back to our family, our parents. And so I would do that. And I was already writing and telling stories and things like that. So I'd write a letter to my mother and father. And then I would lay it out on the table. And if I'm talking to my girlfriend, I'll talk about this and not that. And I would wind up with a stack of envelopes that would go into the mail every week. And every day during the mail call, I would probably get close to a third to a half of all the letters that were delivered to the boys. So then one day, the head of the school called me up into the office to talk about the fact that I was going back to the United States. And I was totally surprised. Well, surely your parents have written you letters talking about that. No, sir. Would you get all that mail? I know, but I haven't gotten any mail from my parents since I've been here. And it kind of bothered me at the time. But when I was doing this course, it came back up in one of the practices. And it allowed me to re-examine it and to get an understanding of why I felt I didn't belong to my family. And that was helpful.
And so what was like forgiveness or coming to acceptance about it, or what was the outcome there?
It just kind of shed some light on what was going on there. And I already knew that it's only 5 minutes. I knew that I wasn't bonded with either of my parents. So it just put it in that category. They were human. They had the kids they were bonded to, and it's okay. I'm fine. I'm literally fine.
So you were able to heal your disconnect from them.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And the other thing was with my first wife, there were a whole series of things. The first one was that we both had an exam on the same day, same hour, where we were going to school. So I volunteered to miss mine, and thinking that we were going to stay for another 3 months so that I could finish up my degree. But she didn't want to stay. She wanted to go home to her parents. Well, I'll stay here. No, I really need you to come and help take care of the baby. So I went. And never did finish my degree. Second thing that happened, I came home one day and she said, "You've been disowned by your family." And I was shocked and asked to see the letter. I talked to my mother about it, and we decided it would be best if I burned it. So I believed that I had been disowned by my family and had to deal with that. And God, maybe 30 years later, I'm talking about this with my sister, and she says, "You weren't disowned." I have a copy of the letter.
Oh,
And she said that what they said was that if I was a war resister because of my conscience, he would respect that, my father. But if you're doing it because Judy wants you to, I would have to disown you. So it was helpful to be reminded of that in some way. And it brought into account the 4-hour wheel. We'll learn about that in the course. It's fabulous. So for my own personal transformation, it was great. And then I can think of 3 of our participants probably I'm gone blank. Anyway, people who came from low self-esteem, trouble with people who pick on you, have a very
bullies.
exaggerated, yeah, bullies, yes, indeed. And how they just transformed all of that and became very strong and powerful and loving women themselves. It was really exciting.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Pan. I really appreciate that. I hadn't heard the Ireland story before, and I'm so glad to hear that it was an opportunity to kind of review your life chronologically. The VIP Mindset Reset online course that Elvira created. And then we go through the teachings and tools from the course in the 6-month program and really examine where we're at and where we want to be and how to take accountability for what happened and to heal our trauma.
Yeah.
In so many words.
Yes. Yeah, and I love the word heal our trauma because it was trauma that was healed in those class. And Marshall Rosenberg, my hero, said no one escapes childhood undamaged. But from what we've learned about trauma in the last 5 or 10 years, it's just phenomenal how many people are influenced by it. There's capital T trauma and small t trauma, but they both land in our bodies in pretty much the same way. So, well, I wouldn't say pretty much the same way, in similar ways. So
and a disconnect from our spirit, really.
Exactly.
And then once we are able to reconnect within, it's like, well, what's possible now? What are your dreams? How can we strive forwards with what's in alignment for us? What's our purpose? And for some people that's healing, but other people are able to share our journey. And you're doing that with nonviolent communication as your foundation, and to use that with the Love Your Vibe teachings and tools. I'm really looking forward to hearing testimonials from your client participants coming up.
Okay, sounds great. I'll be talking about communication, self-empathy, and emotional intelligence using the tools of the Love Your Vibe movement.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Pan. I love that. Self-empathy, emotional intelligence, and communication.
Yeah.
That's your flavor in the world. That's your purpose. Thank you so much.
Indeed. All right.
Thanks, everybody, for
Thanks
watching.
for the opportunity.
You're welcome. Take care. Have a great week. Bye.